Hello everybody, this is Aiden and Dad, and
we're doing a Kdenlive QnA.
Dad, are we going to make an actual video this time?
Yeah, we're going to make a simple video. The idea is, again, to introduce this interface. Before you get started, have a look at this title bar here. And there's two things here. The first is the name of the project file, and it's currently unnamed. We need to fix that. The next thing is the profile of the output video. In other words, what properties is going to be in your output video, frame rate and resolution and such. So the best way to make sure that you got that set right is to go here to project, and down here you'll see project settings, and in here you'll see this is totally set to the wrong thing. Projects folder is not related to this at all. It's a previous video that I made, so let's fix that. We go here to there's our USB drive, so that part's good.
Secrets everywhere.
That's Kdenlive, and we want to set it to this demo folder here. Okay, now this is correct for me, but if it's not for you, be sure to set it now. So there we go, and you'll see here if it's the correct settings, frame rate, aspect ratio. If you don't know enough about it, just make sure that this is whatever YouTube or whichever thing you make your video for is requiring.
And YouTube can do 60 frames a second.
It can, yeah. But if your input video is not 60 frames per second, then don't set it that. Set it to what your input videos are. That's the preference. Or something lower, yes, that's the word. Okay, so those are the two things that you want to set there, and it tells you that you change your project folder. Accept that, and now you'll see it still says untitled there. So let's set the project file name. So we'll do save as here. It's already got the correct thing there, so we're gonna call this one demo 1. Final stand.
You'll understand why later.
Yep.
Took me a while too.
Okay, now you see it's got the right thing there. The reason why you want to set it right up front is sometimes Kdenlive hangs, but it has this nice auto recovery feature. If you forgot to save it, it will prompt you, but you had to have created this project folder first. If you forgot to do that and it hangs on you, you're toast. You got to start from scratch.
How do we import the recorded video files to Kdenlive?
If you remember from the previous video, this is the clip area here. We're gonna click on this one. There's several ways to do this. I'm going to show you only one way to keep it simple. Okay, so again, back to my book, tutorials, Kdenlive, demo. Let's double click that, and you see it's got these additional folders here which weren't there before, and this gets created as soon as you set the project file to this folder.
So it would be ideal to have a folder per project.
Yeah, typically that's how you do it. You could put it all in one, but then it gets confusing after a while because there's lots of files typically when you make videos. And there you see, that's the project file name right there, .kdenlive. We're interested in these three here. You'll see there's two images and a video file, and this video file contains sound as well. So it imports it, and you'll see an interesting thing down here. You'll see creating audio thumbnail for the video file. So, and there's a progress meter here. That'll happen every time, and depending on how big your videos are, this could take a long time and it impacts your performance. So best is to just let it sit a little bit until this is done. There's one more thing that I want to bring in. That's a sound file, a music file I should say, and that is here in the common folder. And that's just my way of doing things. Files I use over and over and over. I don't copy it all over the place. I just have one copy of it. This is this music that we used in the previous video as well, in the background.
The soft background. So why do the image files show 5 seconds?
That's an interesting thing that Kdenlive does. Basically, Kdenlive treats an image file as a short video of 5 seconds long. It's actually a little shorter, but it's roughly 5 seconds. I'll show you when we drag these clips into the project, the timeline here, how that works. Okay, while we got them here, I want you to note that the monitor is now on the clip monitor. Remember, if once the clip is here and you want to view it, you go to project monitor, but for now you can view it here on the clip monitor tab, and you'll see changes. If I select that image, it changes again. If I select this video file, it shows you the first frame of the video, and you can actually go ahead and play a little bit there.
And it'll run smoothly, but only if you have a powerful computer. Otherwise it's really janky.
Right. Okay, another thing that I want to show you is this. This is the clip properties button. So if you click that, very important to know is, does this fit your profile? It doesn't have to. You can stretch it. You can black band it. In other words, you can leave it the size it was and just have black bands around if it doesn't fit. But if you're working with images, it's nice if it fits your video size. Then, if you've got very small images and you stretch them, they might look funny, or they start to look grainy if you make them too big or whatever. So always try to keep to the project profile with whatever you bring in. There's other tabs here. I'm not going to go into those. Let me show you the same thing on the video. It's a little different here, but again, it tells you it's an MPEG-4 file. It tells you it's a 1280 by 720 or 720p. The P is this progressive here. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. You'll learn about progressive and interlaced as time goes on. There's the frame rate, so this fits nicely my input file. In other words, it's the same as my output file. It can be different, but that's the preference. Okay, on the sound file you won't see much here, but you can do the properties, and obviously the first tab here is video. That's not applicable, so click on the audio one and you'll see it's MP3 file. It's got 2 channels, left and right, the frequency, the quality in other words. And if you go down here to metadata, you'll see who created this music, Kevin MacLeod, whom we always use, the album name, date, the song name. All very handy stuff to have at your disposal.